Hello, it is Wednesday, January 6th, and I wanted to share my story, my history. My moment of realization was 3 months ago, and I'll kind of tell you what happened to lead me up to that. I've always felt different my whole entire life. I know that everyone says that, but I felt very different. I only hung out with guys when I was little, boys. We used to do stupid stuff all the time, but I don't know, I just felt really weird around girls. And I used to get my hair cut. It was a nice, really tacky bowl cut when I was little, but I looked like a boy, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I used to go out and play pool with my mom. Like, she would like take me out and I'd be like, feel like a grown-up kind of. We'd go and play pool, and I was horrible, but you know, I had fun. And these guys would always come up and say, "Here, let me teach your son how to play pool." And I loved it. I used to be like, haha, and my mom would be like, she's like this is my daughter. I'm like, damn it, you know. But they'd be like, oh, sorry. And I was like, it's fine. I was like 7, but I remember the first time I got my hair cut, I just wouldn't stop staring at myself, and I was like twirling around. I was like, I can't believe it's all off. Yeah, I was like so excited about it. But yeah, it was interesting. And like I said, I've always felt different, so I really noticed the difference in middle school when I started changing for gym class in locker rooms, and everyone had gone through puberty, and I gained a bunch of weight when I started going through puberty. Puberty, that's a funny word. I was really depressed. I didn't know why. I would hang out in the basement of our house all the time alone, and it was pretty bad, pretty disgusting. But so I gained a bunch of weight, but I can remember, like, when I would change for gym class, I would just look around and feel really guilty, like I was violating these girls, like I shouldn't be looking at them, like it wasn't right that I was in there. Yeah, like I just didn't fit in. I was so paranoid that they were gonna figure out that I wasn't supposed to be there, and that I was just gonna be a mess. So I didn't like talk to anyone. I was always really shy, and I just was really kept to myself. But yeah, I don't know, it's really interesting. Like around girls, I would always like get uncomfortable and awkward, and I just didn't know how to act. And I didn't have that problem around guys, but always around girls. And yeah, I would always see like couples, and I would want to be the guy in the relationship. I would idolize the guy in the relationship and want to be the guy because I wanted to be part of that role. But I didn't realize that I was idolizing them until everything came to a head. But yeah, I would just like see it and want to play the stereotypical role of a male, the guy, and still thought I was straight. I didn't know I was gay until I was 17, my senior year of high school, when I had my first girlfriend. So but I used to have ridiculous obsessions with like straight girls, and I did not. I thought I just wanted to be their best friend. I did not realize that I had like a crush on them, or even that I wanted to be their boyfriend. And I used to have like copious amounts of shirtless guys hanging up in my bedroom all the time. I thought that I wanted to be with them. No, it turns out I wanted to look like them. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. And it's always been really weird when people have called me beautiful. Like, when people be like, oh, you're such a beautiful girl, or so gorgeous. I would just be like, oh, thank you. You know, like, I think I'm attractive, but not in like a vain sense. But, you know, but it just would be really weird. People are like, God, you're so gorgeous, or like, you're beautiful. And I'm like, thank you. Like, it just didn't fit, just didn't feel right. It made me feel kind of awkward. So I don't know, it's really kind of interesting. And there are a lot of things that when I was younger that I just attributed to being gay. Just like, oh, that's just a part of being gay, yeah. But it didn't really fit. And the night I realized it, actually, I was watching videos on YouTube, and there's this video, like, you might be trans if, and it's supposed to be a funny video, and it is funny, but the night I watched it, it wasn't very funny, because I was like, I'm transgendered. But he was like reading off these things, and I just know that the more he went along with it, like, my heart dropped, my stomach got nauseous, and I just knew I knew that I was transgendered from that video, from that night on. I couldn't sleep that night. I was crying all night. It was a mess. And then the next day I went to my mom's office and I just broke down and I told my mom, and she was really supportive about it. She doesn't think that it's real. She thinks it's a phase. But she is very adamant about telling me that she loves me no matter what. So I lucked out with her. So I know we talked about names and stuff, and I think I decided that I want to transition, because if I think about all the reasons why I don't want to transition, it's only because of other people, and I don't want to live my life afraid of what other people are going to think of me. So I want to be a good role model for people who are going through it, because it's hard. I mean, as you all know, it's hard, and I think we need to voice that. I think we need to be strong and to really show people. People are just afraid because they don't understand. So causes them to be afraid and judgmental. Most of them. Some of them are really religious, but so I think, that's what I want to do. I want to do it, and it just feels right. It feels right to me to do it. It's something I've felt my whole entire life, and it feels right to finally do something about it and to be myself. So, yeah, that's my story. I'm sticking to it, and yeah, I don't know. It's different for everyone. That's just how I knew, and but there's not a right way and a wrong way. But however you found out, happy that you've come to that moment, and let's do something about it. So, all right, well, that's all I have to say. Have a good Wednesday, you guys.